We are also on Weibo. Please check us out for more great videos. This video is brought to you by Cape, the one-source app to the world of mixed martial arts. Follow the link below to cape.tv, with a K, to sign up for updates and a chance to win a walk-on role in the next installment of the Kickboxer movie franchise.
It could be anyone's game here. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 legend versus legend fight scenes.
I'm the dad.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at scenes from film that feature two renowned superstars squaring off against each other in an ultimate on-screen battle.
Look into me.
Number 10, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson versus Jason Statham, Furious 7.
I'm also the last man on Earth whose computer you want to be hacking into.
Taking place early in the 7th installment of the hit Fast and Furious franchise, this impressive one-on-one brawl sees action superstars Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham duke it out in an office setting, with plenty of plate glass windows to be shattered and desks to be thrown into. The dynamic fight showcases each star's respective fighting style, with quick martial arts for the faster and smaller Statham, and brawny wrestling moves and brutal hand-to-hand combat courtesy of the larger, more muscle-bound Johnson. Throw in some knife and gunplay as well as a well-timed explosion, and you've got a scene worthy of these two big names. Number 9, Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Sylvester Stallone, Escape Plan.
I need to get into the isolation area.
No, you really don't.
It might be short, but it sure is sweet. If there was any reason to watch the admittedly mediocre action thriller, Escape Plan, it has to be this fake fistfight between Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Needing to gain access to the solitary confinement cells in high-security prison, Stallone's Ray Breslin stages a fight with Schwarzenegger's Emil Rottmeier to get into some trouble. Complete with some fantastically corny action movie taunting, the two action icons punch and suplex each other to maintain brutal appearances. The scene is made even more impressive by the knowledge that both actors are well into their 60s while filming.
Relax, pretend.
Number 8, Leonardo DiCaprio versus Tom Hardy, The Revenant.
You and me, we had a deal.
One of the more brutal on-screen fights in recent movie history, the thrilling duel that concludes Alejandro González Iñárritu's award-winning The Revenant is both shocking and intense. Both Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy give their all in this long-awaited final anything-goes confrontation. On top of hacking each other to pieces with knives and hatchets, many painful and unsportsmanlike curveballs are thrown, including biting off ears and nose-battering kicks to the face. Far from graceful, this historic face-off is made all the more realistic thanks to the top-notch performances turned in by two of the 21st century's greatest actors.
You came all this way just for your revenge, huh?
Number 7, Daniel Craig versus Dave Bautista, Spectre. The epic train fight in 2015 Spectre has the agile Daniel Craig's 007 face off against Dave Bautista's Mr. Hinks. Despite his size, Hinks breaks the big guy mold with his quick thinking. His remarkable combination of brute strength and lightning reflexes forces Bond to fight wildly, with Hinks disarming the legendary agent at every opportunity. Featuring plenty of grappling moves and bare-knuckle punches, this fight scene is made all the more tense by the close confines of multiple train cars in which it takes place. Unlike most Bond movie fights, this one shows 007 actually losing, nearly being killed by Hinks, until the gun-toting Bond girl, Madeline Swan, saves his life. Number 6, Brad Pitt versus Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Doug Liman's 2005 action comedy Mr. and Mrs. Smith brought two of Hollywood's hottest commodities of that decade, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, together as a husband and wife duo of assassins who are ultimately assigned to kill each other.
Your aim's as bad as your cooking, sweetheart.
Packed with marital one-liners, the humorous and far-fetched domestic fight scene sees the titular characters throw down using makeshift shields and weapons, big guns, and eventually their bare fists. In true comedic fashion, the fight's outcome ultimately ends with another type of physical interaction. Ironically enough, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was the movie that brought Brangelina together, with the two marrying each other shortly after the film's release.
Is everything okay? We heard an awful ruckus.
Number 5, Nicolas Cage versus John Travolta, Face Off.
But you're still not having any fun!
John Woo's epic American action extravaganza doesn't boast just one fight scene between these two legends, they throw down for much of the film. Ingeniously flipping the tables on conventional action movie plotlines, Woo's film sees these two kings of overacting, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, starring as a driven cop and homicidal terrorist respectively. Well, kind of.
I don't know what I hate wearing worse. Your face or your body?
After a balls-to-the-wall air-hanger standoff in the first act, the protagonist/antagonist roles are reversed, with Travolta's cop, Sean Archer, switching faces with Cage's villain, Castor Troy. Armed with a new set of problems to resolve, the two ultimately engage in an epic church shootout turned boat chase turned beach brawl. Seriously, this face-off is epic. Number 4, Vin Diesel vs. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Fast 5.
You're going down, Toretto.
Already jam-packed with action, the Fast and the Furious franchise upped the ante in this 5th installment by introducing Dwayne Johnson into the mix as DSS agent Luke Hobbs. Pitting him against Vin Diesel's character Dom Toretto would be no easy feat, considering Dom's status as a fan favorite, but the hard-edged confrontation between law enforcer and anti-hero is a centerpiece of Fast 5's legacy, one to which Johnson's powerful character added something undeniably refreshing. Brilliantly shot and edited, this testosterone-fueled ground-and-pound fight scene showed viewers that, while seeing Vin Diesel duke out as Dom Toretto is great and all, seeing him fight The Rock is even better. Number 3, Jackie Chan vs. Jet Li, The Forbidden Kingdom.
Where you from? Shandong Province?
As far as martial arts movies go, Jackie Chan and Jet Li are two of the biggest names in the genre, and their showdown was long overdue when it finally happened in The Forbidden Kingdom. The actors employ wonderfully different fighting styles, with Chan's comedic persona contrasting brilliantly with Li's zen-like ultra-fast moves. Though the scene is more effects-laden than some purists may have wanted, just the sight of these two masters fighting was worth the wait. This wasn't the first time Chan went toe-to-toe with another martial arts legend, however, as he took on Ip Man himself, Donnie Yen, 5 years earlier in Shanghai Nights. Number 2, Sylvester Stallone vs. Jean-Claude Van Damme, The Expendables 2.
I'm out of bullets. That's your problem.
In a fight that leaves little to the imagination, the no-holds-barred final brawl between Sylvester Stallone's Barney Ross and Jean-Claude Van Damme's conveniently named Villain showcases the well-known superstar's fighting skills. Sly takes on the muscles from Brussels in a showdown for the ages.
You want to man up? I'll man you up.
After slinging a few action movie cliches at each other, Ross and Villain eventually go at it with a mixture of hard-hitting hand-to-hand street fighting techniques, pairing Stallone's trademark boxing with Van Damme's kickboxing, before using their surrounding environment to really dole out the pain.
Tastes good?
Whether they'll lose or die like a man or a sheep is left for the viewer to decide. But both actors certainly fought like champions. Before we get to number 1, check out this exclusive scene from the upcoming movie Kickboxing Retaliation. Check it out on cape.tv with a K, beginning on January 29th. Number 1, Bruce Lee vs. Chuck Norris, Way of the Dragon. The iconic showdown between Bruce Lee and then up-and-comer Chuck Norris hardly needs any introduction. The lengthy fight takes its time getting started as the two fighters prepare themselves in a quiet warm-up session before fighting to the death at the conclusion of Bruce Lee's Way of the Dragon. The fight is given even more epic qualities given that it's set in the Roman Colosseum, where the two warriors have a respectful, albeit deadly, exhibition of their skills. Rivaled by many, but never matched, this East meets West duel helped solidify Chuck Norris' status as a talented martial artist and further cemented Lee's reputation as the greatest martial artist of his time.
This video is brought to you by Cape, the one-source app to the world of mixed martial arts, where you'll find unlimited news and information on your favorite fighters and organizations. You can even watch classic martial arts and action movies. Follow the link below to cape.tv, Cape with a K, to sign up for updates and a chance to win a walk-on role in the next installment of the Kickboxer movie franchise. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.